Sir, first of all, thank you for doing this. अभी मैं आपसे कुछ दिन पहले I have been interacting on LinkedIn and we've been interacting through LinkedIn post and all. So I always wanted to have I have never interacted with a film producer. तो मैं शायद लाइफ में फर्स्ट टाइम एक फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर से इंटरेक्ट कर रहा हूँ. So before starting the interview, I would like to give a small intro. कहते
Thank
हैं
you so
एक
much. Firstly, I should thank you for calling me to your show and inviting me and chatting with me. The honor
सो
is mine.
गाइस सो गाइस कहते हैं एक फिल्म जो है वो एक बच्चे की तरह होता है. अगर डायरेक्टर उस फिल्म की माँ है तो प्रोड्यूसर उस फिल्म का बाप होता है. सो गाइस आज जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं, ही इज अ फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर. उन्होंने इंडस्ट्री में अब उन्हें इंडस्ट्री में 20 साल से भी ज्यादा हो गया है. एंड ही हैज प्रोड्यूस्ड फिल्म्स लाइक अ वेडनेसडे, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता, फास्ट फॉरवर्ड, जॉन डे, मात्र एंड मेनी अदर्स. So please welcome Mr. Arjun Rizvi. Thank you, sir. Thank you for doing
Thank you.
this.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
sir, I've prepared some questions, so I would like to ask some questions.
Sure.
Yeah,
Please go
yeah.
ahead.
आप, sir, how do you got into film producing? कि कब आपको लगा, sir, that you want to become a film producer in life?
Well, I always had an inclination and interest towards films right from my childhood. Okay. But the final decision to enter came quite late in my life because I was involved with my family, business, वगैरह, and so. And one fine day, I decided, okay, so I want to. My uncles and my cousins were into this field
Yeah.
as producers and directors and stuff like that. But one day I said no, and I used to attend shoots, and so I knew how the whole thing worked. So, but practically and in reality, so I said, okay, so I started off first by enrolling myself in XIC, which is Xavier's Institute of Communications in Mumbai. Okay, and I did a diploma from there. And after I finished my diploma, I got my first thing I produced was a documentary. It was a docudrama, okay, and that was quite well received at festivals, and it was directed by late Riyad Wadia, he was the director of that film. And after that, then the next step was what I felt the right thing for me to do was to get into television, and that's how my journey started. I made a pilot, which fortunately got approved, and so my journey started with my first serial. Okay, and then after that, फिर वो more some television films and then films and eventually. So my first film was Charas,
Yeah.
which was directed by tigmanshu, okay, and it had Jimmy, Irfan, Uday. That
Yes,
is how
sir.
it started.
Yes, sir. And I want to tell you, Tigmanshu Dhulia is my school senior. He's my alumni. We went in the same school in Allahabad.
Acha, okay, okay.
So now
We are
when
also
he
from Allahabad, actually. Yeah,
okay, nice, sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was born in Bombay only, but yeah, my roots are in Allahabad.
Going through your films, मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, नसीर साहब और जिमी शेरगिल आपके फेवरेट रहे हैं क्या?
Well, नहीं ऐसा सभी फेवरेट जिनको मैं सी आई वर्कड विद, चाहे वो उदय हो, इरफान हो, सबके साथ, चाहे रणदीप हुडा ही हो, so it was a very comfortable, very nice relationship with all of them. But it was my good fortune that जिमी और नसीर साहब के साथ ज्यादा काम करने का मौका मिला मुझे.
Yes.
So एक से ज्यादा फिल्मों की, तो वो अच्छी.
Sir, I would like to go through all of your films एक बार. If you could just share something, memories or something special about your film when I say these names. You can share anything like whatever memories या अगर कुछ भी. So I'm going through your filmography और मैं भी थोड़ा बहुत बोलता रहूंगा उनके बारे में. So सबसे पहले your first movie Charas. How was the experience of it?
Charas was my first film. It will always be special, and it was like quite a interesting journey. Quite a like I was new. I was like quite it was like I was scared. I was inexperienced where films were concerned. It was a practice first. So it was quite tough, and but the end result was quite interesting and nice, and I was happy. So, yeah, so that was, and we shot in Kullu, we shot in Ladakh, we shot in Delhi. So it was quite an interesting, film, and it was very well shot. And those days we didn't have all this DI and we didn't have all this, so it was naturally shot the way it was shot, and it looked like a, I have the full credit to the camera team and to the DOP and like the director. And it was, we didn't do anything artificial in that कि बाद में उसको कुछ एक ऐसा enhance किया, उसको ये किया. So the beauty in that film was natural, real.
Next going is Ahista Ahista. I know उस time Himesh Reshamya was very famous. He was at its peak, and we still remember the song. Even Abhay Deol was also growing those days. कि उनकी film, it was making all the buzz like एक Charas की last local and all. So
जी जी.
how was it? Ahista Ahista.
Ahista Ahista again was brilliant. This was a script written by Imtiaz Ali and Shivam Nair. We all were like, so Imtiaz said कि ये script है and Abhay is ready to do this film. So we said, okay, let's go ahead. And so again, that film was shot in Delhi and Nainital and all these places, and it was quite interesting, quite nice. I was very happy with the outcome of the film. And Shivam Nair, it was his first film, and he had never done a love story before. Okay, he was a thriller person, and for him it was a first experience. And he also so it was nice, and he did a damn good job of it. So, and Abhay was a fantastic, and I think Soha looked the most beautiful in Ahista Ahista than I think any other film I
Yes,
feel.
sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think I've seen Soha, like in any other film the way she has looked in Ahista Ahista.
Yeah.
I always feel like that.
Yeah.
And she was
Then,
like perfect for the cast, for the character. Yeah.
yeah. And after this, इन फिल्मों के बाद, you try to shift your genre. Then you produced a dance movie. Fast forward, I think उस time step up films or dance films काफी उस time hot थी. So you produced Fast Forward, and then
No,
you
before
produced.
that
Yeah,
no,
sorry,
before
sorry.
Fast Forward I produced a Wednesday.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
After Ahista Ahista, Wednesday came into the scene, and
yeah,
then Fast Forward. Yeah.
yeah. No, sir, actually मैं वेडनेसडे मेरे लिस्ट में लिखी थी, बट आई थिंक सिंस आप उसके बारे में काफी बात कर चुके होगे, सो आई वांटेड टू टच द
जी.
अंडररेटेड फिल्म्स.
हाँ
सो या.
हाँ. No, so Fast Forward, it was the director approached me with this concept, and the thing is, he was very excited about the first time doing this b-boying, all those that was never done before in India. And so what excited us was that the concept, about this kind of dancing, the competition, which was never, and it was a group. And so because of that, more than myself, the excitement and the thing I saw in the whole team to make that film got me. I said, okay, let's do this. Let's try. Which it was not like something my genre or like something which I want, but because it was so infectious, we got dancers from Mauritius and from all these boys, young boys, and so it was really a quite challenge, to make that film. So that is the reason we.
And it had the biggest stars Vinod Khanna Sahab and Mahesh Manjrekar.
Exactly, yeah. We had Vinod Khanna Sahab, and yeah.
Next, you produced a horror movie. It's called A Flat. Did you
Right.
produce that film with Shima? सर आपने वो शिमारू के साथ प्रोड्यूस की थी क्या?
No, that was independently produced film. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. वो
Maru
actually
was not
सर
involved.
या actually वो I think शायद वो I was just seeing on YouTube तो उस पे शिमारू का लोगो आया था. That's why.
हाँ, because no, Shimaru must have marketed the film or something. वो जो बाद में rights उनके पास. So that's why the logo must have come.
यस एक्चुअली मैंने अभी आपकी शॉर्ट फिल्म देखी कर्मा कैफे एंड आई रियली लव्ड इट. मुझे लगा
Thank you.
वो काफी फिलोसफिकल है और
Yeah.
मैं भी कर्मा पे
Yeah.
काफी विश्वास रखता हूँ. सो हाउ वुड यू लाइक डिड यू गॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट एस्पेक्ट सर? कैसे?
Oh, I would see this young boy, Kabir Khurana. Okay,
या
he is a brilliant storyteller, and he's brimming with fresh ideas and fresh stories, and so that was his first film, and I was more than happy to collaborate with him on this short, and I said, so that was just that, and I liked obviously whatever he had, what I read, what he had written, and what he wanted to shoot. I said, brilliant. I said, I'm with you. Go ahead and let's do this film.
या
So the
यस
whole credit of that film goes to Kabir. Yeah, that's
यस
how we.
एंड देन उसके बाद यू अगेन एक तरह से शिफ्ट जॉनरा एंड यू प्रोड्यूस टू लिटिल डार्कर फिल्म्स. एक है जॉन डे और एक है मात्र. हार्ड हिटिंग फिल्म्स, थोड़ा एजी फिल्म है, हटके
Mm,
मूवीज हैं. सो
yeah,
हाउ वाज
yeah,
दैट?
yeah. Well, first John Day, the director writer Aishur Solomon, he gave me the script, which I had this for a long time, and I loved the script. I said, yeah, let's make this film, and the only name which we wanted was Naseer sahab. So I sent the script to him, which he liked, and then Randeep Huda, because obviously Naseer sahab was there, so Randeep also uh, came on board, and we were all excited because basically I just loved that script, what he had written. Aishur writes very well,
या
and I said, okay, let's make this film, you know.
या
So that's why it was dark, and I think it was ज़्यादा dark हो गई वो, but it was, yeah, nothing to
एंड
come.
मात्र.
Matra again, the director, you know, he had written it was his script, Ashtar Sayed. Okay, he had written this, and he approached me, and so the first name, like we had the thing is whom should we cast, and like so that time the only name which came to our mind was Raveena Tender,
या
and so I spoke to her, and she said okay. So she had a narration, and in fact, she cried during the narration.
ओके
She was so involved, and and from there on, she gave her 100% to the
या
film. She was
या
so like moved by the script, by the story, and by the whole. And we shot the entire film in Delhi, and that's how Maatr happened.
सो यू अभी आपने इतनी फिल्में प्रोड्यूस कर ली, इतने शोज प्रोड्यूस कर लिए. यू डेफिनेटली एज अ प्रोड्यूसर यू हैव टू डील विद लॉट ऑफ स्टार्स. सो सर, डू दे आर ऑलवेज नाइस टू यू और डू दे थ्रो tantrums at you as well?
No, no, see, it's not about tantrums. Stars are stars, and they are like, the thing is, ultimately they're humans, and
Yeah.
we have to understand each other, okay, what they are expecting, or how should we treat them, and vice versa. It is nothing like tantrums. See, if you don't, understand their requirements, their feelings, their things, so obviously they will also be hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to, there should be a balance, and a kind of, how do you see, it's like how you handle them. See, obviously stars have tantrums, and star will throw tantrums, and we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
There's no denying it, there's no tantrums and no nothing. Everything it's a part of filmmaking, boss.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to handle tantrums and to, you know,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, with me, and fortunately, I never had a bad experience with anybody. And that I'm not saying for the sake of saying it. I mean it. Nobody, I mean, I've not experienced that kind of thing where I had to suffer because of a start. No, that I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful to
Yeah.
all my actors, as like they've really been kind and nice to me. They've helped me, supported me in every which way. All of them,
Yes.
right from Naseer sahab to Anupam Kher sahab to Jimmy, Sanjay Suri, Randeep Hooda, all of them, you know.
Yes. Yes,
Even
sir.
the female lead, you know, whether it was Rishita, Namrata, then Deepal Shaw, Soha, everyone.
Yeah.
So they all work. They always all been good to me and all. So I appreciate and I'm thankful for their.
Since I've moved to a territory of simpler question to a little spicy questions. So here's throwing some spicy questions and all. You can answer it in your own style, okay? सर मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ जैसे हम लोग एज अ नॉर्मल लोग देखते हैं न्यूज में मीडिया में पढ़ते हैं हमेशा इंडस्ट्री में ये बोला जाता है कि यहाँ पे जिसका टाइम अच्छा चल रहा है उगते सूरज को सब सलाम करते हैं and जिसका बुरा टाइम चलता है उसका लोग फोन नहीं उठाते सो सर डू यू हैव फ्रेंड्स इन द इंडस्ट्री
ये तो दुनिया का दस्तूर है यार, ये सिर्फ इंडस्ट्री का दस्तूर नहीं है। चढ़ते सूरज को सलाम करना या किसी के मरने के बाद उसकी तारीफ करना, ये तो दुनिया का ही दस्तूर है ना इसमें। और मेरे साथ ऐसा भी देखिए, सब जब हम लोग यहाँ सिर्फ क्या होता है ना, फ्रेंड्स हैं। अभी जैसे जिमी फ्रेंड है ना, संजय सूरी फ्रेंड है, रणदीप हुडा फ्रेंड है, सभी फ्रेंड। नसीर साहब के साथ बहुत ही अच्छा रिलेशनशिप, खेर साहब के साथ, अनुपम खेर, we all have the mutual love and respect for each other. So there is no like because but every day we don't pick up the phone and buddy talk नहीं होता है ना कि
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर क्या टाइम पास तो वाली बात नहीं। Everyone is busy in their own world. Everyone, nobody has a time. So when there is something to talk, something to say, something to, obviously we are connected, we be in touch, but not कि ऐसा दोस्ती वाली बात, ऐसा नहीं कि भाई रोज शाम को मिल रहे हैं, रोज शाम को बैठ रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
Yes,
बट
sir.
हाँ,
Yes.
काम होता है तो वर्क रिलेटेड फील्ड, वर्क रिलेटेड सब है।
Yeah.
तो किसी से दुश्मनी भी नहीं है, और दोस्ती तो खैर ठीक है। दोस्ती इज अ वेरी लाइक बहुत ही अलग टर्म है कि दोस्ती मतलब क्या, कैसे हर।
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have a good relationship
Yes.
with all my actors and
सर मैं ये पूछना चाहूंगा व्हाट आर अभी आप जैसे फिल्में प्रोड्यूस करते हो सो आप फिल्में देखते भी होगे सो लाइक व्हाट आर योर फेवरेट मूवीज एंड ऑल या कुछ भी लाइक व्हाट डू यू लाइक व्हाट डज एक्साइट यू
see, honestly, uh, I like a good film, period.
या
A well-made film, चाहे वो किसी जॉनर की हो। कि horror was not my first, something I used to love or something. That was my last choice.
या
But चाहे thriller हो, love stories हो, you know, और अच्छी फिल्में हैं तो अच्छी, like, अब मुझे सभी जो अच्छे डायरेक्टर्स हैं उनका काम सभी का अच्छा लगता है, और जो चाहे वो ऑफ बीट हो या कमर्शियल हो। सो जो अच्छी फिल्म होती है वो मुझे लगता है, अरे आई विश आई वुड हैव प्रोड्यूस दिस फिल्म,
या
आई वुड शुड हैव मेड दिस फिल्म, और आई वुड वांट टू वर्क विद दैट डायरेक्टर। सो
या
दैट इज व्हाई थिंग विद व्हेन आई सी अ गुड फिल्म, एंड गुड फिल्म, इट कैन बी डार्क फिल्म, इट कैन बी अ लाइट फिल्म, इट कैन बी अ थ्रिलर, एक्शन, कुछ भी हो सकता है,
या
बट जो चीज एक टच होती, कनेक्ट होती है ना, वो फिल्म से मेरा रुझान रहता है। और मुझे उससे, चाहे वो राजू हिरानी हो, अनुराग कश्यप की फिल्म हो, तिग्मांशु धुलिया की फिल्म हो, किसी की भी फिल्म हो, आदित्य चोपड़ा की फिल्म हो। मेरा तो फर्स्ट इंटरेक्शन आदित्य चोपड़ा के साथ है, आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ हिज वर्क, यू नो एज अ राइटर, एज अ डायरेक्टर एंड एज अ प्रोड्यूसर, इन एवरी वे ही इज, आई वुड unofficially call him my mentor. I
वेरी नाइस
learned a lot from his. Yeah, like I that was my first film was I interacted with him, and I was very very like uh, it. I learned a lot, like just by talking to him and meeting him. So ऐसा है।
यस व्हाट आर और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के व्हाट आर अदर प्रोड्यूसर्स दैट यू एडमायर लाइक आदित्य चोपड़ा हो गया और यू लुक अप टू इफ यू
अभी like I said, आजकल जितने भी प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं जो काम अच्छा कर रहे हैं, यू नो तो अभी आप किसका नाम लो, सब मतलब सभी, जब
या
डायरेक्टर हो, अभी डायरेक्टर्स जो
यस
like I admire all these guys here who are like, I feel I wish I was in their shoes. Like I wish I could do what they are doing. It's like so. All the my contemporary जो producers हैं, जो कर रहे हैं, they all they all work hard and all are doing a good job.
Yeah.
So I
So,
look
sir,
up to them.
yeah, well, if I was saying that you were saying if I could take names, am I allowed to take names?
Yeah, yeah, you can take names.
What, sir, what are like, if I were, मेरे दिमाग में दो नाम आ रहे हैं just right now,
Huh.
Boney Kapoor and Karan Johar.
Of course, they are there because of what they are. Boney Kapoor has been making films like I have followed him since his Hum Panch days when I was in college and school and God knows what. When that was his first kind of film, which he was like, and I've admired him as a producer. He has made so many films. Again, Karan Johar, from where he started and today where, I can say they are even Karan Johar. Maybe his father was a producer, but still, I consider him as a self-made producer who's, grown and like from his company has like right from his Kuch Kuch Huda days till today. Hats off to him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I admire these people, like Ekta Kapoor.
yeah,
I mean, admirable.
yeah,
I mean, these are people I really I mean Ekta Kapoor also I really admire her.
yeah.
I feel they are really talented and they do damn good work here.
I know you would be producing films in future. So in the new lot, जो नए actors आ रहे हैं अभी इस time पे, like sir आपकी list में कौन है? Like you want to work with some of them?
अरे बॉस मेरे इट्स नॉट माय चॉइस इट्स एक्टर मेरे साथ कौन कौन का सो आई वुड लव टू वर्क विद ऑल दीज बॉयज यार जो आज की तारीख में है
Mhm.
एवरीवन आई मीन दे आर सो गुड यार चाहे वो जितने भी नाम क्या सभी लेकिन अब एक्टर को चाहिए क्या डायरेक्टर और स्क्रिप्ट
Right.
प्रोड्यूसर को इसको लिस्ट में लास्ट में होता है मैं जो मैं जो डायरेक्टर और जो स्क्रिप्ट रहेगी एक्टर उसके साथ रहेगा मेरी शक्ल देख के एक्टर काम नहीं करेगा
Mhm.
वो अब मुझे मतलब हेलो हाय होगा लेकिन इट हैज टू बी हु इज द डायरेक्टर व्हाट इज द स्क्रिप्ट एंड आजकल ये है कि विच इज अ स्टूडियो और अ प्लेटफॉर्म बैकिंग
Right,
इट और समथिंग लाइक
right,
दैट
right.
अनलेस ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स आर देयर देन ओनली एनी ऑफ दीज एक्टर्स विल कम ऑन बोर्ड अदरवाइज लाइक आई सेड वो हेलो हाय सब ठीक है बट
Mhm.
काम तभी होगा जब they are convinced with the director and the script. Period.
Yes, sir. Like you are a film producer. ठीक है, being a film producer and being it out there in the media is not easy. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि एक प्रोड्यूसर की लाइफ थोड़ी सी कंट्रोवर्शियल भी होती है. So
जी
before I was interviewing you, when they write articles about you and all, so how do you deal with them? Do you laugh at them or does it irritates you? आप कैसे उस पर react करते हो?
no how what can you react you just ignore it what else अगर कुछ negative है जो भी है
Mhm.
and how can you what can you react अभी
Mhm.
आजकल तो everyone is commenting on everything
Mhm.
so you can't go and fight and you can't react and you can't do anything you just have to live with it take it accept it ठीक है like I always see even like film critics are concerned
Mhm.
I have never like in fact I read every critic every review and I it's not that they're always wrong
Mhm.
you know so I especially the good critics not अभी मतलब all जो भी genuine critics है so I read the reviews and I learn from them and I feel they are right in some like unless you're biased and you're just getting personal and you're attacking somebody just for that's another story I don't like that but whatever you're saying about the film and then and if it's valid and if it's right I mean I look for in fact I used to even my films when they used to whatever criticism so I used to accept it and I said yeah and I never like had any ill feelings or कि नहीं यार ये critic ने मेरी ऐसा नहीं that's the job यार
Mhm.
it's like how we are doing a job they are doing a job and they're if they're fair and they're as long as they are fair bus
Mhm.
you know
Yeah,
so then
yeah, yeah,
I admire critics in fact I always admired them and I
yeah. I
was
was
always waited for the no I always waited the reviews or ki, you know.
यस सर सर अपार्ट फ्रॉम फिल्म्स आई वांटेड टू आस्क सर जब ये लोग आपके पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में लिखते हैं तब आप कैसे रिएक्ट करते हो?
कुछ ना, मैं रिएक्ट ही नहीं करता हूँ सर, मैं इग्नोर करता हूँ. बेस्ट इज अदरवाइज पागल हो जाए आदमी यार, सब रिएक्ट करने लगे तो नहीं. क्या
यस सर
क्या लिखेंगे? जो लिखेंगे, the more you react, the more people will attack you or say something to you.
या
So it's better to just lie low. And I'm anyway a low profile person. I'm not a high profile. So I just
या
keep to myself.
या सर बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. सो सर एनी वन पर्सनल फेवरेट दैट यू लास्ट फिल्म दैट यू एंजॉयड अ लॉट या कुछ भी ओटीटी पे?
मैं यार last बड़ी big film, like I enjoyed Karan Johar's film, the last film. I enjoyed Jawan. I liked so jo. Or in fact, the other day, my last, in fact, what I saw was Taapsee Pannu's that produced dhakdhak film. वो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी थी. वो मैंने Netflix पे भी देखी. In fact, I liked it. See, that's the whole idea. We want to make something different, and it was I liked what she did. I like what Konkana makes. Konkana is a very good director. I love her. So I enjoy all this. Konkana should continue making more films and more.
इवन आपने जैसे बोली धक धक जो आपने नेटफ्लिक्स पे देखी, आई थिंक नाइस कॉन्सेप्ट. वो इट वाज ऊंचाई का फीमेल वर्जन मुझे लगी एक तरह से. लास्ट
मेरे को तो बहुत अच्छी लगी. ऑनेस्टली मैंने ऊंचाई देखी नहीं, बट आई नो व्हाट ऊंचाई इज अबाउट. बट दिस वाज बिकॉज स्पेशली इट्स एक बोलते ना विमेन एम्पावरमेंट, या जिसको इट्स सो दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. मर्दों का तो हम बहुत देखते रहते हैं.
और ये फीमेल ओरिएंटेड ट्रैवल फिल्म्स अभी इंडिया में भी कम ही बनती है.
जी. So this is a different, nice concept, nice, well made also. It was nice. So that's why hats off to Taapsee for, as a producer, it's a big thing to think of these kind of subjects. I wish her all the best to make more films.
मेरे जो questions के सिलसिले थे वो यहीं खत्म होते हैं.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me time. And thank you.
We'll keep interacting over social media, over LinkedIn, over Instagram.
Sure. Thank you so much.
I see one thing. मैं आपकी तारीफ करना चाहता हूँ. I see one thing. मैं जब आपके Instagram पे आया, I see like you share motivational or you share peaceful quotes and all. You share it about कि शांति और peace के बारे में आप सर ज्यादा share करते हो. So I like that also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Yeah. Bye. So
Take
bye.
care.
Subscribe and follow for more.